Hello students, today's topic is rate of a chemical reaction. This topic is related to chemical kinetics. As we all know, chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of reaction rates and their mechanisms. So let's see how we are going to find the rate of a reaction. So the speed of a reaction or the rate of a reaction can be defined as the change in concentration of a reactant or product in unit time. Or it can be expressed as in terms of the rate of decrease in concentration of any of the reactants or the rate of increase in concentration of any of the products. Because if a reaction is taking place, let's consider an equation in which reactant is converted into products. In this reaction, reactant R is getting converted into product P. Now, with the passage of time, the concentration of this reactant will keep on decreasing because the particles are colliding or undergoing chemical change and then getting converted into product. That means initially if the concentration of product is 0, but with the passage of time it will increase, it will keep on increasing, and the concentration of reactants will keep on decreasing. This is how a reaction is going to take place. So there are plenty of different types of reactions. If we consider fast reaction, take an example of photograph. When we are taking picture, actually I'm talking about the cameras having reels. They have chemicals on their surface which are, when exposed to light, a chemical change takes place, and that is very fast. It is very rapid. And more examples for such examples are take the crackers, Diwali crackers you are bursting. Those chemical reactions are also very fast. So they are fast reaction, whereas we also know some slow type of reactions, just like rusting of iron, and we have intermediate reactions. So let's see what is going to happen. So this equation is just representing a chemical change. Okay, 1 mole of the reactant produces 1 mole of the product P, and the concentration in this chapter and in any of the chapters will be representing the concentration by this square bracket. This is concentration of reactant, and if it is to be represented for product, then this will be written like this square bracket. That means these are the concentration of these reactants or products. Now if this is the concentration of reactant at time T1 and product P1, okay, with passage of time the concentration of R reactant will decrease and the concentration of product will increase. So now let's indicate change in time. Delta T is equal to final time, and this is initial T1. This is change in time, and change in concentration of reactant, in case that will be represented by this delta square bracket R, and then this value will be final concentration. What will be the final concentration? R2, and then subtracted by initial concentration R1. So in case of reactants it will be written like this, and in case of products this will be written like is equal to, and then we are going to take initial final concentration of this I have to keep this number out, and then P, and this is 1. This is initial concentration and this is final concentration of products. So the square brackets are used to express molar concentrations of respective constituents. Now, if we are talking about rate of disappearance, what is disappearing? Reactant or product? The reactant will be disappearing with time. That means its concentration will decrease. In that case, it will be represented as, whenever we are talking about rate, the term will be divided by time, change in time. So we have to put negative minus in front of this value because the concentration of reactants will decrease with change in time, whereas the concentration of product will increase with change in time. So if this is the rate of disappearance of reactant, then rate of appearance of what? P will be given as change in concentration of P upon change in time. Now there will be no negative sign because this term is going to increase, therefore there will be no negative sign in case of this physical quantity. So the equations, these two equations, they are showing average rate of reaction. These equations are showing average rate of reaction. Together they will be utilized for any reaction to represent. So this will be the case. Now what will be the unit of rate of reaction? In this case, let's understand the unit of rate of reaction. First, let's take example of reactant. We have for rate equation average rate of a reaction. In case of say let's take any reactant, its concentration will be mole per liter, and then we have time, let's take it in seconds. So this will be the unit, mole per liter per second. Unit will be there for the rate of a reaction, average rate of a reaction.